You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Remy, thank you so much for your buy me an energy drink request. You love Moonsorrow just like us, so thank you so much for giving us another song from that amazing album. The song's name is Haaska, and we're looking forward to the inevitability of death.
Thank you so much, Remy, for bringing Moonsorrow back down the rabbit hole. I can't wait to get into this one.
Am I looking forward to death?
Yes. Remy, thank you so much for the write-up that you gave us about Haaska. You let us know that this song is specific about the inevitability of death, and that no matter what, death eventually is something that we have to face and to not fear it. Mm-hmm. I know many people fear death, and they fear what may come after death, or if there even is anything after death. Myself, regardless of what happens after death, I don't fear death. I have accepted it a long time ago, and I'm really excited to see what Moonsorrow has to say about the inevitability of death, and if they fear it or they welcome it. If you guys are as excited as we are to get into this song, no matter how dark it may be, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
I know I can say I'm still a little bit scared of death, but I know every man, woman is appointed to death, and that's where you inevitably go. And we're actually lucky to die because not everyone gets to live. And that's something I've learned from some of the Nightwish songs there, and it's so encouraging to think that way. And you're lucky to be here, and we're lucky that you guys are here with us. We love Moonsorrow. We love these longer, amazing epics that they get to perform. They go through so many change-ups, and I just can't wait for this. This is exactly what we need.
It is.
All right, honey. Thank you, Remy.
I love the ways that they incorporate nature and the sounds of nature into their music.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're outside in the campfire when they're performing this. Y'all, because this music is best taken in one go. We are a reaction channel, so in all due respect, we had to stop at half just to give some reflection, because what I just have to say about this band and this album, Remy, you let us know this. We've been listening to this album back to front.
Oh, have we?
So I'm really excited to, once we finally finish this album, to start from start to finish, because this is such an epic journey. And what I find so impressive on a technical side here is, especially the guitar work, because again, I'm a guitarist, so that's what I focus mainly on, is there's not many, if any, reoccurring riffs.
No, there's not.
They just keep moving on. And that's a lot of riffs to remember in a song, but also once you get it down packed, how fun that is to play, and just how fun this sounds, and just keeps you moving. And the transitions are so flawless, but they never have a break. So it just keeps going. And the abruptness of when they start screaming and reintroduce the tempo changes, it's so jarring, but so needed.
It is. I've had to have my eyes closed this entire time because the image in my head is way prettier than the desk.
Yeah,
and
100%.
Because, so something about music is music can transport you somewhere.
It makes you travel, exactly.
It makes you travel.
Hell yeah.
And so when I would rather be in the mountains with Moonsorrow than sitting here at my desk with Moonsorrow.
Yes.
And that's where they're taking me, because they take you to the mountains. They take you in with the eagles. They're going through these transitions and these layers, and they're taking you through all of the places, because it is not in English. So it's they're taking you through all the places, so whether they're taking through the layers of hell, or the different areas of Valhalla where you're in the fields with Freya, or you're in Valhalla with Odin, they're taking you everywhere to what could be of an afterlife. And don't fear it, because it's a journey. It's something, whatever it may be, it is another journey, and just that next space, that next place that you go to.
This was like an honor to those who have passed.
Yes, and an honor, exactly.
Yeah, so that's why it's taking you around the world, and specifically to places like this, because that's where most people, at least for me, you think and vision when you want peace and harmony and like prosperity. It's just like being in those mountains and the beautiful nature and the sun coming down, and everything about nature is beautiful. And I love that you said that, because this definitely does transport you. It makes you travel, and it's just amazing. So let's get back into it. That's why we just wanted to say something, because we're going to enjoy the rest to the end here.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. I'll bring that back. That's like that's like it reminds me so much of Winter Sun, and I think you get so inspired by what you see in life and like the nature in this band that they're getting inspired by what they're seeing in their home. And like this is the type of music that we get transported to is their home. And it's just so interesting because like looking in Calgary, we have all these flat lands that like it's not very majestic, right? Like we have to go to a zoo to see like a forest, you know, like it's kind of funny if you think like that. So like I can't imagine the music that will come out of a place like Calgary opposed to a place in the Scandinavian like wilderness and just the beauty of that, because that's where you get transported, right? Like we got the Calgary Stampede, which is kind of western kind of, so I'm like maybe we'll get probably a lot of country music out here, and so maybe that would still transport you to somewhere you love and all that too, but it just makes you think of like how beautiful music around the world is, and what how this album from start to finish, because of like you hear the way it starts and the way the songs end, it's always very acoustic and slow, so they're just perfect transitioning into the next song, and the how it would just keep you in like momentum constant motion the whole time. Like it's a band that can make a 14-minute song feel like it was 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the thing, what Moonsorrow does for me as music with transporting you through like time and space and taking you into these new dimensions of reality is it's like Moonsorrow, Epica, Leaves Eyes. That's that kind of tier for me with them, because that's like these are the songs where I close my eyes and I am somewhere else entirely. And this band does such a they're so unique with the way they implement nature into all of their songs, because it's not like they fade in the nature and then they take the nature away. It's always there.
It sounds so organic.
And then they just add these levels. And so like with this one at the very end, it was like walking on a forest path, and like everyone in the band is walking together, and they have the one person with the tambourine just hitting it against their leg as they're walking.
They're on an adventure.
As they're on their adventure, the storm is coming in. You can hear the owls. You can hear the cry of the fox.
Cool.
Even the cry of the fox that was in its den somewhere. And like you had all these different things that were happening in the background, and it's so magical. But then they start their next song continuing from that trail. So and we're listening from
it's like every turn they make, it's a new song.
Exactly. And you had mentioned that we're listening to this album back to front instead of front to back.
So it still works.
And it still works.
Because how it's structured.
Because it's structured so well. So I would love, and it's like, did they start off their very first song as they're starting on this journey, and now they're talking about all these things until they're talking about death, and they're talking about just everything, and having these this amazing story being played through as they're just walking along this mountain path with their journey. But like this, I love what you said about how they're not even repeating the same riffs throughout.
There's like, not many repeating ones.
And even when they
variations on ones
and variations on them, and they brought in like the timpani at one point when they went bum bum.
You timed it so perfect.
And they only did it twice, so the first time you heard it, second time you can time it because you already know the timing. But then they didn't do it a third time, so I went to go do it again, and I'm like, it's gone already. What the heck? So for 14 minutes, and they're able to bring in these things and only do it for.
It's only 2 repeats, and never even makes it to 4 repeats.
It never does. It's like, here it is. Here it is. Done.
Next.
Here it is. Here it is. Next. So it's so beautifully done, and there's so much going on in this music, and it's literally. I don't know the language. Obviously, I only speak English, unfortunately, and listening to this with his voice and not knowing the languages, it sounds entirely acoustic in that sense where
It
it
does,
sounds
yeah.
like an instrumental, not acoustic, instrumental.
And okay, yeah. An
It sounds
instrumental.
like
Okay.
an instrumental because his voice has become another instrument with the nature underlying that is throughout the entire song.
Right.
But yet his scream is, you do know that he's there and you hear him screaming, you hear him calling out, and you can feel the agony, you can feel the sorrow,
Yeah,
but you can
yeah.
also feel the joy and the anticipation all together at once. But his voice fits so well as its own instrument that it almost comes across as instrumental within itself.
Yeah, and even with the acoustic, what you're saying, like
Mhm.
it feels like their studio is outside.
It does.
Like that's
Absolutely.
so that's where I kind of feel the acoustic there. And this, I just can't wait to finally finish this album and be able to like sit with you from start to finish, just holding each other, being able to hear this amazing music. And it just, Moonsorrow is one of those epica level type of bands
Yes.
for us where it does transport. You can close your eyes and you're going on a journey. We would love to know if they still perform live and all that, because we actually first saw Moonsorrow live when we first were
Yes, we
introduced to them.
did.
So are they still performing live? I'd love to see how they're doing right now. Let us know how old this album is too, and like when this was happening, because I can't believe we missed this stuff growing up too. But
Absolutely.
hope you guys had a good time with us. We know the baby is awake now on our end, so we're gonna have to wrap this up now. If you had a good time, hit that like button, comment down below if you're excited to see the next song from this amazing album from Moonsorrow, and subscribe if you are new to the channel, because we definitely gotta get going, y'all. We are exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, Remy, for bringing Moonsorrow back down the rabbit hole. Absolutely adore this band and can't wait to get through this album back to front so that we can listen to it front to back all in one go. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.